what I want to say is a few encouraging words. We have recently beaten the United States of India to become the #2 in the world in terms of internet consumers. That is a phenomenal achievement for us. The next step is China. China is leading at 650 million internet users. USA, I'm talking about December, January figures. China is at 650, like I said. US was at 279. And India has recently crossed 300 million. Now, the important thing here is, both China and the US have 43 and 47% respectively of their population who are accessing the internet. And India is languishing at 24. So that is the future for us. The first 100 million internet users took 10 years for us to build. The next 100 million took us only 3 years. Now in the last year itself, we crossed 100 million. So 100 million became 200 million, 200 million in one year became 300 million. So it's growing that fast. The future is very good. All those who are thinking, what am I doing here? Please hang on. In another, it's a matter of a few weeks or a month before, we all start getting real success. Of course, there are no two things about it. It's a competitive world. We all live in a competitive world. So therefore, we need to concentrate on putting together good content. Content is forever the king. Whatever the technology be, technology keeps coming and going. Like for the first time when I bought a computer, the moment I stepped out of the store, some other technology had come in. The very next day they announced something new. So technology will keep coming and going. Content is going to be the king. So all of you, I can see all of you bright faces there. Some a little dull, worried about the future. Please don't do that. There's a very good time ahead for all of us in the new medium. And a mass medium is becoming a micro medium. Today, I was just looking at my Facebook. I bought something online yesterday, and those products have started appearing on my Facebook account. Advertising has become so incisive. It knows who you are. Whether I do not know, sir. We have to figure this out about our privacy being invaded. But it's good for the online journalists or people who are involved in the online medium. There is a bit of an ethical issue also that's crept in. Every one of us sitting in this room know that. The ethical issue is, I just got an SMS just now when I was sitting here, saying that there was an earthquake in Japan about an hour ago, and it was 8.5, whatever they call it. Yeah? And I went online as my habit, and I checked. It was actually 7.8. So this is the biggest problem that we are all going to face. If people read anything that comes on their mobile or on their screens, on the computer screens, they will believe it. Because that is what they're used to. In the morning we open our newspaper, we believe what we read. The same thing goes in online, everybody believes what they read. Now that is the most dangerous thing, sir, that is happening. We need to figure out how to do that. It could be, I don't know, elders are sitting here, if you go into a shop, if you buy a product, there is a mark that says whether it is vegetarian or non-vegetarian. All of us go about. The green dot says it's vegetarian, and the red dot says it's non-vegetarian. Now, we have to look into a possibility where we know whether this is coming from an authentic source or not. Just like on Twitter, where they're saying if Sridhar is the one who's tweeting, it can authenticate whether it is him or somebody else, using a small extra I in the name and getting by to be known as Sridhar. So some kind of a quality check has to be put into effect. Otherwise, it has very, very dangerous possibilities of bringing in. Anything can happen. If you get the wrong news, you might act in a strange manner, which could create a ripple effect. So these are the things that I came mentally prepared for. I don't know whether you were expecting me to talk about this or not. Is it fine? So I just wanted to conclude saying that there's a bright future. I have seen for 3 decades in different media. I've seen the print, television, and now the new media. It's going to get better and better. Of course, when one media gets a bigger hand, some media tend to take a back seat. It is happening in the West very rapidly. Magazines like Time magazine are having a tough time. They were magazines which we held in high regard when we were kids. So as new media keep emerging, we need to adapt. And I see all of you here being right there in the cutting edge of this medium. And I welcome you all for a break. Thank you.